You work so hard to be productive. You work so hard to make a difference. And yet your email inbox is killing you and killing your business. This is Tad Fulford with Rise Up in Real Estate, and today I want you to be open-minded, and I want you to be self-aware, and I want you to take personal responsibility for the things I'm going to talk about in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Because if you are serious with yourself and you evaluate your practice, I'm getting ready to save you a lot of time and a lot of energy and make you much more productive with one simple tip. So let me ask you a question as we get started. How often or how much time do you spend in your email inbox? Looking at mail that comes to you, looking at messages, or it could be promotional things. It could be spam. It could be stuff from family. It could be stuff from business associates, clients, and the list goes on and on. It could be responses to things that you sent. But how many minutes, maybe in an hour, or how many hours in a day do you spend looking at incoming mail? Now, we all have an amount of time that we do. Maybe you're lucky and you don't get a bunch. We could talk about that in a whole nother video, because if you're that person, maybe you have done the 3 things I'm getting ready to tell you about so well that you don't get a ton of email, but you might be that person that just gets inundated. Like you've got so many irons in the fire that you're always in your email inbox. I'll ask you a question off the record. Is that scheduled time, or just whenever you have free time, do you hop in there and mess around? Because if you're not scheduling time in your inbox, then you're making a big mistake. Also, that again is fodder for another video. Today's question is, how much time do you spend? And then the follow-up question is, how much repeat time do you spend looking at the same email that you looked at earlier in the day? How often do you go back to an email and have to deal with it at that point? Do the math, think about it, maybe evaluate for the next 7 days what you do. And then when you get that total amount, I want to share with you a way that you can cut it at least by a third, maybe a half. So when you look at your emails, I want to challenge you to do 3 things. So oftentimes we do the first thing I'm going to share with you very, very quickly. I'm going to encourage you to, number 1, delete. When you know that it's not worthy of your time and attention, immediately put it in the trash can and don't ever look back. Delete it. It's very easy to do with promotions, very easy to do with spam, we call it, very easy to do with things that we might not recognize we got on a mailing list or for whatever reason. But there are a lot of other things that you get in your email inbox that you think you might look at in the future, you might get interested in the future. Let's delete more of those. Let's get rid of those when you can. So the one thing I want you to do in your email inbox when you look at it for the very first time is delete. Make a quick decision. You are smart. You are well directed with your business plan. You need to delete more right away. The second thing I want you to encourage you to do, and this is probably as difficult as the third thing, but probably second, is do more with the initial look. When you look, I want you to do. If there's something you know you can do real quickly, don't dilly-dally around. That's another 2 Ds. Don't worry about it. Don't think too long and hard. Just answer it and move forward. Do when you can. Don't say, oh, I'll get back to that later when I have more time to think about it and think through. Trust yourself. You are smart. You are well prepared. You are positioned right. If you know the answer, do. The third thing is a little bit more difficult. Now, I'll be honest. So you're going to delete and you're going to do. The third thing is delegate. When you come across an email that you know is not in your wheelhouse, or it shouldn't be, and you know that there's someone else that's better at it, or their job is for that, I want you to send that email along to them. I want you to do it right then, and I want you to do it quickly and with confidence. Now, if you don't do that a lot, if you don't delegate a lot, there's probably a whole nother video series you need to focus on that talks about delegation. You shouldn't be doing it all, especially the minutia. I'm talking to leaders here. I'm talking to team leaders, I'm talking to agents. There's a lot of things you shouldn't be doing. You should be delegating. If you're not a good delegator, we can address that in a future video, but I want you to concentrate on doing that more. So the idea is this: when you open an email for the first time, you're going to either do it, you're going to delegate it, or you're going to delete it. First time around. Don't star it. Don't come back to it later. Don't put it in a folder of read. Don't make it unread. Deal with it. Because if you do this, and if you get better at it and better at it and better at it, your inbox will be 0. It really can be. You can get it to where there's only no things in there or very few things in your email inbox, rather than Monday goes by, you've got 18 things you got to revisit, then you pile them on top of Tuesday's 18 new things, and before you know it, you've got 100 new things by the end of the week that you have to go back to in the following week. It just gets very tiring, very frustrating. You never feel caught up. You see the red numbers on your phone. You see the red numbers when you open up your email. Be better. Do, delegate, or delete. This is Tad Fulford with Rise Up in Real Estate, and I hope today's video helps you rise up.